Picture this. You're at home with your family when breaking news flashes. Floods, wildfires, blackouts, or a car stranded in the middle of nowhere. Disasters can strike any time, anywhere. Being prepared isn't just smart, it's your lifeline. Here's the twist. You don't need expensive gear or a huge budget to protect yourself and your loved ones. Forget the high price tags. There's a smarter way. You can build a real life-saving survival kit using only items from your local dollar store. Yes, really, everything you need is right there on those shelves. From flashlights to canned food, the essentials are all within reach. No fancy brands required. It might sound unbelievable, but it's true. After Hurricane Sandy, families in New Jersey survived days without power using nothing but dollar store flashlights, batteries, and canned food. Real people, real results. Prepping doesn't have to be complicated or costly. For less than the price of a pizza, you can start building a kit that could make all the difference when disaster strikes. Today I'm on a mission. We're buying every survival item we can find in the dollar store, and I'll show you how each one could be a game changer in an emergency. Get ready to see how everyday bargains can become your best survival tools. We'll put these items to the test, share real-life tips, and reveal creative ways to use them when it matters most. This is your complete guide to affordable prepping. No experience needed, just a willingness to think outside the box and take action. You'll learn how to stretch every dollar and still be ready for anything. And here's the best part. We're not stopping at 9 items. There are even more life-saving tools and hacks ahead, each with practical tips and real-world examples. Stay tuned for the ultimate dollar store survival countdown. As we promised, you don't need fancy gear or a big budget to be prepared for emergencies, just smart choices. So, let's kick off our countdown with the first essential. Light. When disaster strikes, darkness can be your biggest enemy. But at the dollar store, you'll find a whole arsenal. Flashlights, lanterns, glow sticks, candles, and even headlamps. Each one can be a game changer in the right moment. Picture this. A blackout hits, and your family is suddenly plunged into darkness. You reach for a flashlight from the kitchen drawer, a lantern from the closet, and hand out glow sticks to the kids. Instantly the fear fades, replaced by calm and control. These simple tools turn chaos into comfort. Flashlights are the classic choice, reliable, focused, and easy to use. But don't overlook lanterns for lighting up entire rooms or campsites. Glow sticks are perfect for safe, battery-free light, especially for children or marking hazards. Candles can provide hours of light, but always use them with caution and never leave them unattended. Headlamps are a hands-free hero, perfect for setting up tents, cooking, or making repairs in the dark. In fact, campers and hikers swear by them for nighttime adventures and emergencies alike. In urban disasters like blackouts or earthquakes, emergency workers rely on powerful lanterns and headlamps to search buildings and help people to safety. Glow sticks can mark exits or dangerous areas, and candles can provide a comforting glow when batteries run low. Here's a creative tip. Use a headlamp strapped to a water jug to create a makeshift lantern that lights up an entire room, or tape a glow stick to your backpack or tent line to avoid tripping at night. Stuck on the roadside at night? A flashlight or emergency beacon makes you visible to passing cars and helps you fix a flat tire safely. Glow sticks can mark your vehicle, and candles can provide light if your batteries run out. Just remember to keep them away from anything flammable. Each lighting tool has its strengths. Flashlights are bright and focused but need batteries. Lanterns light up a whole area but can be bulky. Glow sticks are safe and last for hours but are single use. Candles work without batteries but require extra care. Did you know that during major disasters, thousands are injured every year simply because they can't see hazards in the dark? A flashlight can prevent falls, help you find lost items, and even signal for help. There are real stories of people being rescued after using a flashlight to signal rescuers at night. In 2017, after Hurricane Maria, families with flashlights and extra batteries navigated weeks of blackout safely. In one dramatic rescue, a stranded hiker used a flashlight to flash SOS, guiding rescuers right to their location. In emergencies, light is more than comfort, it's security and a lifeline. Always keep spare batteries for your flashlights and lanterns. Store glow sticks and candles in a cool, dry place. Check your lights every few months to make sure they work, and keep one in every major room, your car, and your emergency bag. Redundancy is key. If one light fails, you have backups. A small keychain light can be a lifesaver if you get locked out or need to signal for help. You can even use a flashlight to temporarily blind an intruder or wild animal, giving you a chance to escape. For just a few dollars at the dollar store, you can buy several flashlights, lanterns, glow sticks, and candles. Put one in your car, your kitchen, your bedroom, and your go bag. Mix and match for the best coverage, because in an emergency, the best light is the one you can actually find and use. Make sure everyone in your family knows where the lights are, and practice using them before you need them. Teach kids how to use glow sticks and flashlights safely. In a real emergency, these simple tools are your beacons in the darkness, essentials for every survival kit. Let's talk about one of the most underrated heroes you can find at the dollar store, the multi-tool or pocket knife. This compact gadget is like having a toolbox in your pocket, ready for anything. A good multi-tool can cut rope to secure a shelter, open cans of food, tighten screws, and even help with first aid, like trimming bandages or removing splinters. Imagine being stranded and needing to fix your gear or prepare a meal. This tool has your back. Let's break down the essentials. Most dollar store multi-tools include a small knife, screwdriver, can opener, scissors, file, and sometimes tweezers. Each one solves a different problem: cutting, repairing, opening, or even first aid. In the wild, you might use the knife to whittle a stick for roasting marshmallows, the can opener to access emergency food, or the screwdriver to repair a loose screw on your gear. At home, it can help with quick fixes, opening packages, or even tightening a loose cabinet handle. For first aid, scissors can trim bandages, tweezers can remove splinters, and the file can smooth rough edges on gear or even nails. In emergencies, people have used multi-tools to cut seatbelts, make splints, and even signal for help by reflecting sunlight with the blade. Safety first. Always cut away from your body, keep your fingers clear, and never use a dull or damaged blade. After use, fold every tool back carefully and store it out of reach of children. Legal tip: check your local laws before adding a pocket knife to your go bag. Some places restrict blade length or where you can carry a knife, so always stay informed. When choosing a multi-tool, look for sturdy construction, smooth hinges, and a comfortable grip. Test the tools before you buy. Avoid anything that feels flimsy or hard to open. A little quality goes a long way, even at the dollar store. Maintenance matters. Keep your multi-tool clean and dry, oil the hinges occasionally, and sharpen the blade if needed. A well-maintained tool will last for years and be ready when you need it most. Real-life story. During a blackout, a family used their dollar store multi-tool to open cans, fix a broken flashlight, and even cut bandages for a minor injury. In another case, a hiker used a pocket knife to free themselves from tangled gear and signal for help. For just $1 or $2, you can pick up a multi-tool or pocket knife and stash one in your car, kitchen drawer, and emergency kit. You might not use it every day, but when you need it, you'll be glad you have it. In survival, versatility is key. A multi-tool from the dollar store delivers just that, without breaking the bank. It's not just a tool, it's peace of mind in your pocket. Let's talk about one of the most versatile and underestimated survival items you can snag at the dollar store: paracord or strong string. This isn't just rope, it's your ultimate survival lifeline, and its uses go far beyond what most people imagine. Imagine you need to build a quick shelter. Paracord lets you lash branches together, secure a tarp, or hang up wet clothes to dry. Got a busted backpack strap? Paracord to the rescue. Need to bundle firewood, repair shoelaces, or rig up a clothesline? It's got you covered. But wait, there's more. In first aid, paracord can be used as a tourniquet to make a sling for an injured arm, or to create a splint. Unravel the inner strands for fishing line, sewing thread, or even emergency dental floss. In a real rescue, a hiker once used paracord to make a splint and signal for help, saving their own life. Paracord is also perfect for making traps or snares to catch food, bundling gear, or even improvising a dog leash. Creative survivalists have used it to make snowshoes, repair tents, and even build emergency rafts. The possibilities are nearly endless. Let's get practical. Here are 3 knots every survivor should know: the square knot for joining 2 cords, the bow line for a secure loop, and the taut line hitch for adjustable tension. Practice these at home so you're ready for anything. Paracord bracelets are a stylish way to always have cordage on hand. In an emergency, just unravel the bracelet and you've got several feet of strong rope ready to use. Store extra bundles in your kit, car, and backpack. Just $1 each for peace of mind. To keep your paracord in top shape, store it dry and out of direct sunlight. Check it regularly for frays or damage and replace as needed. Remember, survival isn't just about what you have, but how you use it. With paracord, your options are nearly limitless. Okay, we've got our flashlights, but what good is a flashlight without power? That brings us to item number 2, batteries. Batteries are the unsung heroes of every emergency kit. From AA and AAA to CD and 9-volt, each type powers different devices: flashlights, radios, headlamps, and even medical equipment. Having the right types, sizes, and a solid plan can make all the difference in a crisis. Think about it. Your emergency radio, flashlights, headlamps, and even some medical devices like glucose meters or hearing aids all need specific batteries. If you only have one type, you could be left in the dark. Pro tip: store your batteries in a cool, dry place, and keep them in their original packaging or a dedicated battery organizer. This prevents accidental discharge and makes it easy to grab what you need in a hurry. Always check expiration dates before you buy, and rotate your stock. Use the oldest first and replace as you go. Dead batteries are useless in a crisis. I recommend at least 3 or 4 extra sets for every device you rely on. In a real emergency, batteries can be worth their weight in gold. And don't forget to keep a small notepad or label to track which sets are fresh. But what if you run out? Rechargeable batteries are a game changer. Pair them with a solar charger, and you can keep your gear running even if the power is out for days. Solar chargers are affordable and easy to use. Just set them in the sun and recharge your batteries for flashlights, radios, or even your phone. To maximize battery life, turn off devices when not in use, use the lowest brightness settings, and remove batteries from devices you don't use often to prevent leaks. Store batteries away from metal objects to avoid accidental discharge. And remember, never mix old and new batteries in the same device. In real disasters, batteries have saved lives, like powering radios to get emergency updates or keeping a medical device running through the night. Imagine a blackout, and your family calmly testing flashlights and radios knowing you're prepared. There are countless stories of people who stayed safe and connected because they had the right batteries on hand. When it comes to disposal, never throw batteries in the regular trash. Used batteries can leak harmful chemicals. Take them to a recycling center or a store with a battery drop-off. Safe disposal protects your family and the environment. So, don't just grab a random pack, plan ahead, stock up, and keep your survival kit powered up and ready for anything. With the right batteries, you'll have light, communication, and peace of mind, no matter what comes your way. Alright guys, we've got light and we've got power, but what happens if someone gets hurt? That's where your first aid kit comes in, your pocket medic, ready for anything. Let's break down exactly what you need and how to use it when it matters most. Start with the basics. Adhesive bandages in multiple sizes, sterile gauze pads, medical tape, antiseptic wipes, and antibiotic ointment. These handle most cuts, scrapes, and minor wounds. Add tweezers for splinters, blunt-tip scissors for cutting tape or clothing, and disposable gloves to protect yourself and others. Don't forget medications. Include pain relievers like acetaminophen or ibuprofen, allergy medicines such as antihistamines, and any prescription meds your family needs. For burns, add burn cream or gel. For stomach issues, pack antacids and antidiarrheal tablets. If you have kids or pets, include age-appropriate doses and special supplies. For chronic conditions, add extra inhalers, EpiPens, glucose tablets, or any critical medical devices. Include a list of emergency contacts, medical info cards, and a small notepad with a pen to record symptoms or instructions. Now let's walk through some first aid basics. For cuts and scrapes, put on gloves, clean the wound with antiseptic, apply gauze or a bandage, and secure with tape. For burns, rinse with cool water, cover with a sterile pad, and never use ice. For sprains, wrap with an elastic bandage, elevate the limb, and apply a cold pack if available. If someone is bleeding heavily, press firmly with gauze and keep pressure until help arrives. For allergic reactions, use an EpiPen if prescribed, and call for emergency help. For broken bones, make a splint using a rigid object and secure it with tape or a bandage. Immobilize the limb and seek medical attention. Real-life story. During a camping trip, a friend gashed his leg on a rock. We cleaned the wound, stopped the bleeding, and wrapped it up. He was able to hike out safely, all thanks to a well-stocked kit. In another case, a parent used allergy meds from their kit to stop a child's reaction until help arrived. Customize your kit for your family, add baby supplies, pet medications, or extra items for elderly relatives. Store kits in your home, car, and backpack. Emergencies can happen anywhere. Check your kit every few months, replace anything expired, used, or damaged. Keep everything organized in a waterproof bag or box, and make sure everyone in your household knows where it is and how to use it. First aid kits have saved lives in real emergencies, at home, on the road, and in the wild. For just a few dollars you can build a kit that gives you peace of mind and the power to help when it matters most. Don't wait, make your first aid kit today. Water is the single most critical item in any survival kit. In every disaster, hurricanes, wildfires, earthquakes, water is the first thing to vanish from store shelves. Without it, survival is measured in days, not weeks. You can survive weeks without food, but only about 3 days without water. That's why bottled water is non-negotiable in your emergency kit. But how much do you really need? The rule of thumb is 1 gallon per person per day. Half for drinking, half for cooking and sanitation. And don't forget your pets, they need water too. Store water in a variety of containers, gallon jugs, 5-gallon drums, or even repurposed soda bottles. Label each with the date you filled it, and keep supplies in different locations: kitchen, garage, car, and even under beds. For a family of 4, that's 28 gallons for just 1 week. Bottled water has a shelf life, usually about a year. Rotate your stock every 6 months. Use older bottles for daily needs and replace them with fresh ones. This way your emergency supply is always ready when you need it most. If you run out of bottled water, you need a backup plan. Purify water from questionable sources using water filters, purification tablets, or by boiling for at least 1 minute. Even a simple coffee filter can remove debris before you disinfect. Always have at least 2 ways to purify water in your kit. In a pinch, boil water over a camp stove, barbecue grill, or even a fire. Let it cool before drinking. Remember, contaminated water can make you sicker than going without. Never drink from an unknown source without purifying it first. Get creative with storage and transport. Use collapsible water containers, clean trash bins, or even bathtubs lined with plastic in an emergency. During Hurricane Harvey, families who filled their tubs and every available container had enough water to last until help arrived. Water isn't just for drinking. Use it for cooking, cleaning wounds, brushing teeth, and even basic sanitation. In real disasters, families who planned ahead with water for hygiene stayed healthier and more comfortable. Don't wait for a crisis. Start your water stockpile today. Buy a few gallons every time you shop, and encourage your friends and family to do the same. Water is life. Protect yours and you'll be ready for anything. We've got water, but now let's talk about food. Your disaster-proof pantry starts with canned goods. Canned food is more than just a backup, it's the foundation of smart emergency meal planning. With the right selection, you can create balanced, nutritious meals even when the power is out. Item number 5 is canned food. It's the backbone of any emergency kit, nutritious, affordable, and long-lasting. When planning your pantry, aim for variety. Vegetables, beans, fruits, soups, tuna, chicken, and chili. These provide protein, fiber, and vitamins to keep your energy and morale up. Don't forget comfort foods. Canned pasta, fruit cocktail, or pudding can lift spirits during tough times. In real emergencies, families have relied on these small treats to keep hope alive. For those with special dietary needs, look for low-sodium, gluten-free, or vegetarian options. There are more choices than ever. Always check expiration dates and rotate your stock. Use the oldest cans first and replace them as you go. Store canned food in cool, dry places like kitchen cabinets, closets, or under beds. Keep a list of what you have and when it expires to make rotation easy. If you don't have a can opener, don't panic. You can open cans with a sturdy spoon, a rock, or even a strong knife. Just be careful to avoid injury. There are even online tutorials showing safe ways to open cans without a traditional opener. To heat food without power, use a camp stove, grill, or even a small fire outdoors. Many canned foods are safe to eat cold, but a hot meal can make a huge difference in comfort and morale. Try creative recipes. Mix canned beans with corn and salsa for a quick salad, or combine canned chicken, veggies, and broth for a hearty soup. For less than $50, you can build a pantry that will feed your family for a week or more. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Add a few cans every time you shop. In every disaster, families who planned ahead with canned food had one less thing to worry about. Take it from them. Your future self will thank you. We have light, water, food, and first aid. But now, it's time to add one of the most powerful tools in human history to our kit: fire. Fire is more than just a comfort, it's a survival essential. In emergencies, fire can mean the difference between life and death. Item number 6 is the ability to make fire. At the dollar store, you can grab a simple lighter or a box of matches for just $1. But don't stop there. Look for waterproof matches, stormproof matches, and even ferro rods if you can find them. Each tool has its strengths, and having more than one option is key. Lighters are quick and easy, but can run out of fuel or fail when wet. Waterproof matches work even in a downpour. Ferro rods throw sparks in any weather, and fire starter cubes or cotton balls soaked in petroleum jelly can help you light a fire when everything is damp. In cold, windy, or rainy conditions, practice makes perfect. Try starting a fire in your backyard on a wet day to build your skills. Always store matches and fire starters in a waterproof container or a sealed plastic bag. Keep a lighter in your pocket but have backups in your bag and car. Redundancy is key. Never rely on just one method. In my own kit, I keep a lighter, waterproof matches and a ferro rod, each in a different spot, just in case. Fire can keep you warm, boil water to purify it, and cook food. The psychological boost of a warm meal or a glowing campfire is huge in a stressful situation. In fact, there are countless stories of people surviving cold nights in the wilderness because they managed to start a fire. One hiker stranded overnight in the mountains survived freezing temperatures by building a small fire with just a match and some dry twigs. Fire is also a powerful signaling tool. At night, a campfire can be seen for miles. During the day, smoke can attract rescuers. 3 fires in a triangle is a universal distress signal. In one famous case, a lost hiker was found after rescuers spotted his smoky signal fire from a helicopter. Fire can literally bring help to you. But remember, fire safety is critical. Always clear a safe area before lighting a fire, keep water or sand nearby to extinguish it, and never leave a fire unattended. Practice at home so you know how to use your tools before you need them. Teach your family fire safety basics and make sure everyone knows how to put out a fire quickly. For less than $5, you can secure a reliable way to create fire for months. Grab a lighter, a box of waterproof matches, a ferro rod, and some fire starters. With these, you're ready for warmth, food, and rescue, no matter what nature throws at you. Add them to your kit, your car, and your emergency bag. Fire is more than just a tool. It's hope, comfort, and a lifeline. In survival, mastering fire means mastering your environment. So practice, prepare, and respect the power of fire. Up next, get ready. Item number 7 is the one I've been waiting to show you. Alright, this is the one you've been waiting for. Duct tape, the ultimate survival tool. It's not just for quick fixes. This is your all-in-one solution for emergencies, repairs, and creative hacks. Duct tape can patch a broken backpack strap, seal a leaky water bottle, or reinforce a torn tent in seconds. But that's just the beginning. Let's dive into some advanced uses that could save your day. In first aid, duct tape is a lifesaver. Secure bandages, make a splint by taping sticks or a rolled-up magazine to an injured limb, improvise a sling, or even create butterfly closures for wounds if you're out of medical tape. Need cordage? Braid strips of duct tape to make a strong rope. Wrap boots or shoes to waterproof them. Patch holes in raincoats, tarps, or even create a makeshift waterproof pouch for your phone or matches. You can even build a shelter. Secure branches, fasten tarps, or seal gaps against wind and rain. In a pinch, improvise a cup, bowl, or spoon. I've seen people make snow goggles, repair tent poles, and even fashion a belt out of duct tape. Real life story, on a hiking trip my friend's shoe sole came off miles from help. A few wraps of duct tape and he finished the trek. Another time, duct tape sealed a cracked water bottle, saving precious drinking water. In emergencies, these quick fixes can be game changers. To carry duct tape efficiently, wrap several feet around a pencil, water bottle, or lighter. That way you always have some on hand without the bulk of a full roll. Pro tip: flatten a length and stick it to the inside of your bag or wallet for emergencies. Don't forget alternatives. Electrical tape is great for quick fixes, medical tape for skin, and gaffer tape for heavy-duty repairs. Each has its place, but duct tape is the king of versatility. Keep a mix in your kit for maximum flexibility. For just $1, you're buying a tool that can fix, build, heal, and improvise. Grab at least 5 rolls, stash them in your house, car, and emergency bag. If you can imagine it, you can probably do it with duct tape. In survival, this stuff is pure magic. We've covered a lot of ground, but we're not done yet. Now, let's talk about one of the most underrated survival tools you can buy for $1, the emergency blanket. Item number 8 is the emergency blanket, also known as a space blanket or mylar blanket. These shiny, crinkly sheets might look flimsy, but they're engineered for survival. Mylar is a special plastic coated with a thin layer of metal. It reflects up to 90% of your body heat back at you, creating a barrier that keeps warmth in and cold out. That's why astronauts use it in space. Imagine you're stranded in your car during a blizzard, or caught outside when the temperature drops. Wrapping yourself in an emergency blanket can literally mean the difference between life and death. There are countless stories of hikers, campers, and even marathon runners who survived extreme cold thanks to these blankets. But that's just the beginning. Emergency blankets are waterproof and windproof, making them perfect for creating a makeshift rain shelter or ground cover. Lay one on the ground to stay dry, or drape it over a rope to make a quick tent. You can even use the shiny surface to signal for help. The reflective material catches sunlight and can be seen from far away. Just wave it or lay it out in an open area. Need to collect rainwater? Stretch the blanket out to create a catch basin. In a pinch, you can even use it to insulate a water bottle or wrap food to keep it warm. Packing one is easy. They fold down to the size of a deck of cards. Toss one in your pocket, glove box, purse, or your kids' backpacks. And they're reusable. Just fold it up after use and keep it for next time. Every first responder carries these, because they're effective, efficient, and cheap. For $12 you can provide a life-saving blanket to 12 people. There's absolutely no excuse not to have several of these in your kit. Add an emergency blanket to your kit immediately. It could save your life or someone you love when it matters most. We've made it to our final item, number 9, the whistle. This tiny tool could be your loudest cry for help when it matters most. Imagine you're lost in the woods, trapped after an earthquake, or separated from your group in a crowded city. Your voice can only carry so far and will tire quickly, but a whistle's sharp, piercing sound cuts through chaos and distance. In search and rescue, whistles are a universal signal. 3 short blasts mean distress. Rescuers are trained to listen for this call. There are countless stories of hikers, campers, and disaster survivors who were found because rescuers heard their whistle. There are many types of whistles: plastic, metal, peeless, and even emergency whistles with built-in compasses or waterproof cases. Choose a bright color so it's easy to spot, and make sure it's loud enough to be heard over wind and rain. Attach a whistle to your keychain, your backpack, your jacket zipper, and especially to your kids' bags. In an emergency, you want it within reach. Don't bury it at the bottom of your pack. To use it, blow 3 sharp blasts, pause, and repeat. This pattern is recognized worldwide as a call for help. Practice with your family so everyone knows what to do. Whistles have saved lives in real emergencies. In 2018, a lost hiker in the Rockies was found after rescuers heard her whistle echoing through the trees. In urban disasters, trapped survivors have used whistles to alert search teams when their voices failed. While a whistle is your best bet for signaling, don't forget about other tools. Signal mirrors can reflect sunlight for miles and flares can be seen from the air, but whistles never run out of batteries and work in any weather. For just $1 you can give yourself a voice that never tires. Add a whistle to every kit, every bag, and every family member. It could be the difference between being lost and being found. Before we wrap up, get ready, because I've got a bonus round of creative survival hacks you can grab at the dollar store. The main essentials are just the beginning. The dollar store is packed with hidden gems, and with a little creativity, you can turn everyday items into life-saving tools. Let's check out some bonus hacks. First up, grab a pack of large trash bags. They're not just for garbage. Instant rain ponchos, waterproof ground covers, and emergency shelters. Cut one open and you've got a tarp. Use it to stay dry or collect rainwater. Next, don't overlook plastic cutlery. Sure, you can eat with them, but shiny plastic spoons or forks can signal for help by reflecting sunlight. Wave them to catch attention, or use them to scratch messages into soft surfaces. And here's a classic: aluminum foil. Survival gold. Fold it into a cup to boil water, use it as a makeshift cooking surface, or wrap it around your flashlight head to create a lantern and spread the light further. Finally, grab some rubber bands or twist ties. Quick repairs on gear, makeshift slingshots, and bundling firewood together. The dollar store isn't just a place for bargains, it's a treasure trove for creative survivors. With a little imagination, you can turn almost anything into a tool that might just save your life. So get out there, get creative, and remember, in survival, thinking outside the box is just as important as what's inside your kit. You did it! With just a few smart choices, you've built a real survival kit. One that could protect you and your loved ones, all from the dollar store. For less than $50, you now have the tools to face blackouts, storms, or any emergency with confidence and peace of mind. Light, power, first aid, water, food, fire, repairs, warmth, and a way to call for help. These essentials prove that being prepared is for everyone, not just the wealthy. Your safety and your family's matters. Preparedness isn't about fear, it's about empowerment, responsibility, and taking action before disaster strikes. If you found this guide helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more life-saving tips, and share this video with friends and family. Drop your favorite dollar store survival hack in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on